Hey everyone, my name's Tyler Young and I'm one of the Dell Certified Solutions Architects here at xByte Technologies. Today, we're taking a look at one of Dell's latest 2U PowerEdge servers. What's new, what's actually improved, and why it matters for your environment. If you're like me and enjoy digging into fresh hardware, you'll like this one. Let's dive in. The PowerEdge R770 is Dell's 2U dual-socket next-gen rack server that's built for high performance but also for power efficiency. It's designed for the stuff most of us are actually doing in the data center right now: virtualization, AI inferencing, cloud-native apps, scale-out databases, but without blowing out your power budget. What makes the R770 a little different from the previous generation is the move to Intel Xeon 6. Now, you can run it with two Intel Xeon 6 processors, and depending on which SKU you choose, you can go all the way up to 144 E cores per processor, or up to 86 P cores per processor. So you can tune it for high core count scale-out workloads with E cores, or go with performance cores when you need a stronger single-threaded performance. Either way, you're getting a better performance per watt than previous generations. Now, if this isn't your first rodeo when it comes to Intel's processors, you'll notice that they've kind of steered away from the metal tiers, right? No more bronze, silver, gold, platinum, right? Now it's completely shifted over into the E cores versus P cores. So keep that in mind when picking your processor. If you have any questions about this, obviously let us know. We can help guide you through that. On the memory side, the R770 gives you 32 DDR5 DIMM slots and supports up to 8 terabytes of RAM at speeds of up to 6400 megatransfers per second. That higher DDR5 speed is a huge deal for AI analytics and heavy virtualization stacks because it essentially helps keep all of those cores fed. So storage is where this server really opens up. Now, as usual with the 7 series, Dell gives you a bunch of front and rear bay options, but the one I want to call out specifically here is up to 32 E3.S Gen5 NVMe drives in the front, and in some configs, you can even go denser, up to 40 E3.S Gen5 NVMe. That's from max raw capacity in the multi-petabyte range on NVMe alone. You can also do more traditional 2.5-inch SATA or SATA and NVMe mixed configs, or even rear E3.S if you need that. Now, all of this is driven by Dell's front perk options, the H965i, the H975i, or the H365i, so you're still getting proper hardware rate in front of Gen 5 storage. Now, we touched on this in our R770 versus R760 comparison video, but as a reminder, the R770 and the rest of the 17th gen portfolio doesn't currently offer any internal HBA options. So, for those of you looking to do ZFS, Ceph, vSAN, Azure Local, or some other solution utilizing what we call software magic, you would want to transition to an NVMe direct backplane or set the perk to non-RAID mode. Now, Dell could release an internal HBA in the future, so stay tuned, but for now, those are your options. For the boot drives, Dell kept the thing we all like, the Boss N1. That lets you run up to 2 M.2 NVMe drives in a hardware RAID 1 and a hot swappable dedicated slot, specifically for the operating system or hypervisor. Expansion-wise, the R770 supports up to 8 PCIe Gen5 slots in the main riser layout. Plus, you get 2 additional Gen 5 slots on the front riser. And you can do this either on the front or on the rear, depending if you're wanting cold out or hot out serviceability. Now, this gives you plenty of room for high-speed networking, 25, 100, 200, or even 400 gig, and still gives plenty of room for accelerators. Speaking of GPUs and accelerators, the R770 supports up to 6 75-watt full-height half-length GPUs, or up to 2 450-watt dual-width full-length GPUs, depending on the riser chassis configuration that you choose. So whether you're doing AI inferencing at the edge, or you just need some GPU horsepower in the 2U form factor, this box is ready to go. Now, I hinted at this earlier, but power is flexible too. So Dell gives you a bunch of hot swappable power supply options, both platinum and titanium. Now, this starts at 800 watts and goes all the way up to 3200 watt titanium for those power hungry configs. And with the R770 being designed for smarter airflow and even direct liquid cooling and rack solutions, it fits nicely into environments that are trying to run denser without losing efficiency. Management-wise, this is where the R770 steps way ahead of the R760. It introduces iDRAC 10. So you still get all the usual management goodies that help with systems management, right? You get your iDRAC Direct, Virtual Console, Redfish API, Quick Sync, but iDRAC 10 gives you faster UI response and even more telemetry. and it ties straight into OpenManage and Cloud IQ. So you can monitor, update, and automate at scale. So if you're already running a PowerEdge fleet, this slides right in. Dell stays true to security with their usual baked-in, not bolted-on approach. Silicon root of trust, cryptographically signed firmware, secure boot, system lockdown, chassis intrusion detection, TPM 2.0, and note that some of the lockdown features require iDRAC 10 Enterprise Data Center license, which is pretty standard for the 17th Gen PowerEdge. It's all there to support your zero trust and supply chain verified environment. So to wrap it up, the PowerEdge R770 is a 2U dual-socket Intel Xeon 6 server that gives you tons of flexibility. E-core or P-core CPUs up to 144 or 86 cores per socket, DDR5 up to 8 terabytes at 6400 megatransfers per second, massive Gen5 NVMe density with E3.S, Gen5 PCIe expansion, GPU support, iDRAC 10 management, and strong built-in security. It's all built for modern, power-aware data centers that still need performance. If you want to see how this would slot into your existing Dell environment, or how to spec it out for AI versus virtualization, let us know. And if this walkthrough helped, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Tyler Young signing off until next time.